Hello, fellow hitchhikers. Today I'm going to share with you something that I have started playing with and am enjoying that has been made by Red Fox Labs. I started with their RFox token and joined in with their liquidity pool uh, activity that they have going on, and they're kind of like they have a vision sort of lots of utility, lots of activities, lots of games in their sub company or spin-off company called Red Fox or RFox Games. And you do certain tasks and you can get rewards back in the RFox token. And the KOGs is their big main thing that they've started with, but they are adding now more games and more activities to go with the KOGs. So in this video, I have two main goals to show you. One, what are KOGs, how to get them, where they work, and then the main goal is the wax explorer. So I may end up having to do another video just on KOGs themselves, but here we go. First off, you need to have a wax account, and I just went with the all access wax account. I just link it to my social media profile. I just went with my Gmail, and there's a whole bunch of choices. However you want, you need a wax account, all access. And in here, there's lots of dApps. I've showcased a couple of these in other videos, and in this one particular, we're going to look at the atomic market. When you launch the atomic market, you can see all sorts of the current NFTs and games that are out there. Red Fox just made an announcement recently, and there's a great article by Chris Roberts that takes a whole lot of these announcements and information and summarizes. I definitely recommend reading this. It's an event that's starting for the end of the month. Now, when it comes to KOGs, it's about collecting, and soon will be about playing. There's a game that just came out in closed beta, and I would imagine, by the sounds of it, within sort of 2 months, by March 2021, we should see the game available for more and more people to be able to play. And the first feedback coming back to the community is that it is enjoyable, that it is fun, but there may be a little bit of bias there. I don't know. Anyway, so right now it's about collecting sets, and there's two ways to see a set being collected. One, the easier one would be a rainbow set, and this is where you have the same image with every single border that's available. The other option is you choose a border and you try to get every image that fits inside that border. And all of this is done with Wax Explorer, which I will show you. But before I rush ahead, let's take a look at just what are the KOGs and how do you get them. So the first thing that you'll need to do is buy a set of KOGs. And I would start with a starter pack. So if I go to the market and I choose KOGs Official and I type in starter. So I'm going to go within packs. And I will sort by lowest price. And you can see right now to buy a pack, you're going to be looking at around $72 in order to buy a pack. Once I have purchased a pack, it'll be automatically added to my wallet, and I can go to kogs.atomichub.io. There might be a way to get to these KOGs tool within the Atomic Assets or Atomic Hub, but I haven't found it. I just type kogs.atomichub.io. I get here, and I can see I have some KOGs tools. Within the KOGs tools, I can see that in the first edition sale, there was 82% of the packs have been open. And what I really think is a great idea within how the KOGs works is I participated in the second edition, and what they did is they had 3 hours in which you could buy as many packs, starter packs or booster packs as you wanted. Just keep on buying. But once that 3 hours is over, everything is burned. That remains. And so it is possible, based on the probabilities, there are some KOGs that might never, ever be opened or produced. Or there's some, the packs may not get open, they may get lost. But once all the packs are open, there may even be some KOGs that never get produced just because they're based on probabilities. So you can't buy packs through here. You're going to have to buy packs through the Atomic Hub. But you can unbox, and you can also look at your collection. So I'm going to do an unboxing right now, just for fun. All right. All right, it is loaded and ready for me to open. I should mention these are purchased with wax, and in order to get wax, I find the best way to get it is through the KOGs exchange. I have set myself with that exchange, and that seems to be the easiest and sort of most confident way for me to convert my ETH or BTC into wax. There are ways within the Atomic Hub to use like a credit card or whatever. The fees are so high, I don't really recommend it. But if you're just looking to just buy, maybe that would be the option. But if you don't have an exchange that you deal with that it uses wax, definitely consider KuCoin. Alrighty, so we will click and we will reveal. Now what we're going to be watching for are 4 types of KOGs. There's common KOGs, uncommon KOGs, rare, and ultra rare. And then within that there are foil that kind of have a shiny color. A lot of the foils I actually don't really love how they look. Some of them look good with the shiny kind of foil, don't. And then of course the border that goes around it. And if you ever played POGs back in the 90s, from the milk caps, you'll know that there are slammers as well that have a sort of hard metal edge. And there's going to be some that have like a saw blade jagged edge, which are really cool. So that's what I'm going to be watching for. Okay, let's click. Now, while you're watching these coming down, your heart kind of beats faster. Your anticipation of here come the rares and ultra rares. There's a foil. There's a foil. That might have been a foil. Some of these, even though they might be not that exciting, one of one. Variables you look at with the KOG, the image in the center on the edge. So it's possible, unlikely with a common, but it's possible that it's the only KOG that has this border with this image. There might be lots of this image, but only this border. All right, so now that you've opened your KOGs, it's a matter of deciding which ones do you want to collect and which ones do you want to trade or sell. And it's possible you might have one that's worth a lot more than what you paid for on the package, or not. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go to our wallet, to our inventory. It'll show the transferred newest, and I can take a look at what I've just received. Now, first thing I'm looking at is up in the top right corner of each of these to see if there's any low numbers. Because if I have a 1, a 2, or a 3, that means, like here, for example, the sushi chef, this is 6 of 6. Before I opened that pack, there was only 5 in existence, and this is now the 6th one. So it's possible that this is actually a high demand. Somebody out there is trying to complete a set, and the first 5 people didn't want to make it for sale, and suddenly now this is on the market or could become on the market, and it might pay for the pack in its entirety just by drawing this one card. What I can look at is I can go into the details of it, and it will give me a little bit more information. It tells me the border color is walrus gray. It has this border type 24, and I'm looking for a price history. There's no price history on it. So good chance that people are not wanting to sell it. These are the other ones that are out there, and it'll show you whose wallets they're in. So I could go to their wallets and make an offer. I don't know why I would. I have my own. But the first 5 that are out there are not for sale. Those people are holding on to them. So anyone that's collecting this set and that wants this border, either because they're doing a rainbow where they want this character with all of the borders, or if it's because they're wanting this border with all the different images. Okay, so that is purchasing through the Atomic the Atomic Hub Marketplace and opening a package, getting the wax itself, use something like KuCoin, or you can purchase wax within the Atomic Hub for a fee. Part 2 here, I'm going to go over and now show you the collecting aspect of and getting some return.